What's up, everybody? How's it going? Super excited today. I got a package from Ludlow's Bookbinders. And Ludlow's is just cream of the crop, guys. Best of the best. This is from, it's got to be from Curious King. It's got to be Hyperion. I'm super excited to have this. This was a book I had not read before. I have read it now. I read this copy, in fact. This little paperback, right? And I also listened on Audible for a bit of it. Man, what a cool book. What an interesting book. It's like, you know, I'm not going to give like spoilers really. That's just not really what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you guys a sweet, sweet copy of this book from Curious King. But man, what a cool book. It's like a mix of like, you take Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, right? You've got these sort of different travelers that kind of are together or meet at a tavern, let's say. And then you kind of hear each of their stories along the way. And then, you know, the thing with this is, I mean, it's sci-fi, and it's fascinating. Well, I'll tell you what, the first like 2 pages of this thing it's heavy. I mean, it's like throws you into this world with a bunch of terminology you've never heard before. And I mean, I had to go back and reread it a couple, you know, I had no clue what I was reading, and I was like, man, this is going to be dense, but you know, you quickly kind of catch on what's going on. So it's such a cool book, though. I mean, you've got time, you know, it explores issues of time travel and time moving backwards, and it's AI. It's incredible. It's just such a cool story. I mean, and like even like romantic poetry, romantic era poetry, right? John Keats. It's fascinating that you can just tell that like what Dan Simmons, his interests, right? And he just like, it's this hodgepodge, and I can relate to that, a hodgepodge of interests, and you just throw them all in the pot and you come out with something that's unique and something that's amazing. And that's what I think Curious King has done here, guys, is come out with something unique and amazing. Oh wow, this slipcase, it's actually a clamshell box. Holy cow. This thing is sweet. Oh my goodness. All right, it's packaged. I mean, the packaging's great. It's safe. It arrived here safe from overseas. Wow. Get a look at that. So oh man, this is fantastic. So there's a sort of a theme of these labyrinth of a labyrinth on some planets in this universe. And so that's kind of what's going on. You can see this labyrinth motif on the clamshell case. And this thing is sturdy. It's solid. God, this is phenomenal. I mean, it looks so good. You got the Curious King logo here. The top and edges here, top, bottom side, this is like velvet. It's like a pitch black velvet. I can already tell this is going to be one of those that if you've got animals or cats or dogs or whatever, you know, you're gonna have to take the lint brush to this every now and then if it's exposed, right? Golly, but I mean, I haven't even seen the book yet, and I'm super excited. Just the clamshell case is amazing. Look at that. The craftsmanship that went into this thing. All right, so that same black velvet all inside. Whew, man, look at that. Look at that. The blue is so vibrant, it pops. You got the Sphinx, right, which is like this archaeological monument, I guess, on Hyperion, like near the time, where the Shrike is, basically. And the Shrike is basically this like Edward Scissorhands creature that's like, you know, I don't know what it is. I've not read the next few books in the Cantos. I've only read Hyperion, so spoiler alert a little bit. You don't really get answers just in this book. There's a lot of unanswered things. Okay, look at speaking of the labyrinth, though, you can see it's this raised texture all on the front and back boards and on the spine. Just fantastic. You got gold gilding on the top edge. I can see the ribbon, page ribbon. Wow. All right, let me close up this clamshell case. This is awesome. Okay, You guys come on in. Let's do a close-up so we can look at some details of this thing. It's just, man, fantastic. Okay, come on, check it out. All right, check this out. Okay, I'll start with the bookmark. So yeah, so very cool art. You got the Sphinx. There you go, illustrated by Jaime Jones, or Jamie maybe, Jamie Jones. Cantos 1, Hyperion, Dan Simmons. It's a great bookmark. This is what we care about though. Look at this. Look at this clamshell case. Absolutely incredible. I mean, this thing is so nice. You see this, it's very soft to the touch, velvety material. And that's on those 3 sides. And then look at this. Look at the workmanship, the craftsmanship of the box, right? I mean, it just opens up so perfectly, lays totally flat. The inside is this velvet, and look at this. Look at this guy. It just pops. It's beautiful. Wow. Man, that is just something else. That texture is awesome. The leather feels so good. The blue looks so good. Check it out. Man, I mean, I hate to even hide this thing inside the clamshell, but I would also hate to not protect it inside the clamshell. All right, so let's take a look. So this is like a foil stamping, I guess, for the Sphinx. Man, this thing is just so great. Got a little artwork on the inside cover. The world of Hyperion is so, oh, there you go, there's the Shrike blades, and then I guess near the time tombs. Yep, there's the Sphinx. Oh, here we go, signature page at the front. This fine press edition. Oh my goodness, this paper. Whew. Man, that paper is nice. That feels so good. So 300 numbered copies, printed by Nomad Letterpress, hand bound at Ludlow's Bookbinders, signed by author and artist, produced by Curious King Books. So this is copy 249, and here you go. Here's the Dan Simmons and Jamie Jones. Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at that. Man, this letterpress, you can feel it. You can feel, oh yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Look at that. The color's fantastic on that. This is a low gloss. You know, it's definitely a different material. It's a photo paper. It looks fantastic though. First published in 1989. Yeah, so I mean, I'm late to the show, guys. I'm late getting to it, but man, I'm glad I did. It's such an interesting book. But yeah, I mean, just like here, just to give you, well, yeah, and classical music, that's another thing, right? That's another interest of Dan Simmons that really stands out here. Man, it's just so great. And you get that lovely texture of the letterpress printing. You got, oh, look at this. Some cool black and white images in here. Love the big drop caps. You know, 2-color printing done here. So you got this blue that kind of matches back to the cover, though not nearly as vibrant as the cover is. Look at that. God, I love that. I'm telling you guys, I'm a sucker for the kind of pen and ink drawings. They just evoke a sense of sort of wonder that it lets your imagination run with it. And don't get me wrong, I love the color illustrations too. But I mean, having both is where it's at, right? And that's what Curious King is delivering here. It's both. So you're getting some lovely pen and ink illustration style stuff. And then you're also getting some really wonderful full page, full color illustrations. Here's one. Oh man, and what a haunting story, right? Like this would be from the priest, and it's so awesome. You know, it kind of reminded me of Ender's Game a little bit. not Ender's Game specifically, actually a couple of the books after that, Xenocide, Speaker for the Dead. So it's like, that's just another sort of influence that I could see in this book, in my opinion. And the priest stuff was very cool. Look at that. I guess that's maybe the Ousters ship. Man, that art is fantastic. Looks so good. You can like almost see like the paintbrush strokes in there. This is just awesome. And I love this. I love the little, putting art and then having the text sort of go around it, right? And this is about as simple as you can do that, right? With a column of text, and it's not like it's, adjusting around sort of the sails or anything, but it still looks fantastic. And it really, just kind of makes it feel like it's part of the book, part of what you're reading, which it is. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. This is just so nice. It's hard to imagine a finer edition of Hyperion being published. I mean, if you are a fan of this book, or even if you're just a fan of fine press books, this is just top notch. Absolutely top notch. The paper quality, I wish you guys could feel it. I mean, it's just so nice. Really took that letterpress well. Let's see, I think we got one more illustration in here. Fantastic. Man, look at that. The Stuff of Nightmares. There you go. Whew. Man, that thing is sweet. All right, so, wow. I mean, this thing is seriously wow. I mean, it's hard to really express it, and it's hard to get it across, in the medium of a video that you're watching, just how nice this is and how fantastic it is. I mean, I'm hard pressed to think of a criticism. It's awesome. It's so nice. And I mean, it's not a cheap book, and especially now on the secondhand market, trying to buy it not at retail, but at what the kind of going rates are out there in the world. It's steep. I mean, you are gonna be paying out to get this thing. But if it's any solace to you, it's freaking sweet. I mean, the clamshell case itself is a work of art. I mean, it really is. And then not to mention the book itself, right? You've got signed by the author, signed by the illustrator, some fantastic illustrations that were made specifically for this edition. Man, yeah, Curious King is really knocked it out of the park here. It's fantastic. So I don't know. I hate to keep kind of gushing over it. Let me know in the comments if you guys got this, if you want to get it, what your thoughts are, if you have any criticisms of it. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. But anyway, I think that's about all I got, guys. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.